Hello and welcome to another edition of Inside Lowell. And this podcast is brought to you from the WellPoint Studios. Welcome to Tea Time. Also, WellPoint, the only health plan offering healthcare benefits exclusively to Massachusetts GIC members. At WellPoint, your whole health is their whole point. I would absolutely love to welcome my two guests today who work in the City of Lowell Case Department. I have Miss Sophia and Miss Erin. And for those of you who do not know, CASE is for cultural events and wait, no, cultural affairs and special events. And I'm so honored to have you ladies here with us today. So people who are excited and looking forward to Winterfest. And so I'm just going to introduce each of you. You can say hello to the fans. And then we're going to dive in because Winterfest is about to be popping next week. So we're going to get people excited for that. So I will pass it to you, Miss Sophia.
Okay, thank you, Tenesha. Hello, everyone. I am Sophia, and yeah, we're really getting ready for Winterfest.
And what is your role for those who don't know you?
Yeah, totally. I am the Assistant Special Events Coordinator, so if you're looking to hold a flag raising special event in the city, Roberta and I will help you with that.
Love it. And then Erin.
Hi, so my name is Erin Duffy. I am the Cultural Affairs Coordinator for the City of Lowell. So I do a lot of marketing support and I support cultural initiatives in the city.
Love it, love it, love it. So Winterfest, we're just gonna dive right in.
Let's dive in.
We're excited about Winterfest.
Oh yeah.
Are we not? Because I know y'all and you guys do so much work. And I called Peter. I was like, what's up? He's like, I'm like, there's so much you guys do and I love it, but it's a lot and people don't see the behind the scenes work. So that's what I would love to highlight is just what people can expect for this year for Winterfest. So we know it's going to be on Friday, February 21st and Saturday, February 22nd. It's going to be right at the Enterprise Bank parking lot for the music, but throughout the city. So I don't know who would like to go first to kind of dive into where people can expect different things that are going on outside of just the music.
Yeah, so I can kind of give us a basic overview of Friday and Saturday. So we kick off on Friday at 6 p.m. with the opening ceremonies. And then we jump right in with the fundraisers at 6:15. We have Cousin Auntie's Ghost. And then we have this band, I don't know if you've heard of them. Tea and the Gents.
Never
on
heard
Friday,
of them.
Friday night. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Never heard of them. Not at all.
I know you're not into music, so
no, I don't like music at all.
But yeah, so we have our Friday night headliners, our Tea and the Gents, and then we also on Friday night have our Experience Lowell Arts Market again, and so that is 19 different vendors. So you can shop, you can enjoy the music, enjoy a beer from Navigation Brewery, of course. And we've also got some great food trucks. Lola will be there, obviously. It's her party.
Might as well, right?
Right? And we've also got the scavenger hunt happening starting Friday as well. So Friday night is going to be the kickoff to the event, and then we really start to ramp things up on Saturday with the soup competition in the morning, or well, I guess in the early afternoon, starting at 12. We've also got new this year, we've got the silent disco at Derby Park, and that is specifically for kids. And it is a silent disco, so you wear headphones and everybody's listening to the same thing, but you don't hear the music outside of the headphones. So we've got
I've heard of those and I've never had that experience.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
We're really excited about that. So that's a new addition at Derby Park. And then we've also, of course, got live music in the Enterprise Bank tent, starting at noon and continuing until 9 p.m. On Saturday. And then we've also got the Experience Lowell Arts Market from 12 to 7.
Okay.
And
that's on Saturday,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And of course, we'll have food trucks, Lola, ice sculptures and fire sculptures on Palmer Street. And then we've also got some selfie spots that will be really fun.
Oh, I love that.
And we'll, of course, have Cirque du Light doing their kind of roving performances as well as fire performances. So,
Oh, that's so much fun. I can say, oh my goodness, I don't even know how. I think this might be my 7th year with my
Really?
band performing for
Oh, cool.
Winterfest. And it's always different and
Yeah.
so amazing just to have something in your community that you're like, you look forward to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And just seeing behind the scenes, which we were talking about, it's like people don't realize all the work that goes into getting all this. And there's so much going on, which we obviously will post the link for people to see where they can see the schedule.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of information we share. However, you don't need to memorize all of it. Just go on like Lowell and find it, whether you're on Facebook or you go, on directly to the website and things like that. So, because I know people think, okay, Winterfest, Lowell people already know Winterfest. But those who aren't from Lowell don't know all of what is entailed in it. And you guys are behind the scenes working on this and making all the magic happen and coordinating and being stressed, because let's be real, it's not easy to plan an event and when you're thinking about planning an event for this entire community. So when you guys are going into this, like, what is the structure of it? I'm very curious because I know there's some things that you guys do that are like consistent, but then you have to kind of navigate what works or what do we want to do, And then also, obviously, people are like, it's cold outside. Because I can say for me as a performer, the tent is heated.
Yes.
You don't got to worry about it. If you've ever seen any of the performances, everyone wears layers and you just strip it down. It's hot in the tent. But like, as far as, what it goes, the things that go into it and what do you guys like when you're planning it? What's the intention and what is it? I don't know. I'll ask you.
Yeah, totally.
First, Sophia.
Thank you. I feel like for the most part, it's just looking at like the previous year because, like you said, it's just changed every single year. It's different. That's mostly just like looking at the last year and being like, we keep pretty much everything's like really fun, but hearing back from the community and hearing like what would like be really fun. So this year is like the silent disco, really activating Derby Park to be like it's really going to be kid friendly and super fun. You're just going to look over. It's going to be a lot of people dancing. But then also if you want to get like live music, you go over to the Enterprise Bank parking lot. So it's kind of like small activations like that. And this year, because we also want to be able to get people out and about and exploring the different restaurants in the area, we have our new Nordic Jam sessions, which are taking up place at several different downtown restaurants, like Athenian Corner. We have Fuse Bistro, different locations around the area. And we just have bands performing for like an hour set around so people can just hop around, really embrace hygge in this cold weather, really enjoy like the warmth of being in the restaurants while they're exploring winter.
So the Nordic Gym.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I've never seen that, but I'm just like, what? That feels so fun. And I'm just like, what am I missing? Explain for people who may be like me, like, what is Nordic Jam session? Because I know for me, I know I'm performing and I try to do the things, but then, like I said, you guys are so creative and intentional with what you do. So for people who are like, what does a Nordic Jam even mean? How would you explain the Nordic Jam?
So I would say we really wanted to take this to like focus on like being indoors, being warm. Well, we've had so much winter this winter.
Winter
so
is
much
winter,
snow.
100%.
Yeah. So if you're feeling a little bit cold during Winterfest, you can just take a break at a nearby restaurant who's participating, and we'll have like each restaurant will have a musician. And we'll be performing different sets at various times. You can really hop around at different locations and enjoy it. It's really just like Nordic, so in like the warm, fuzzy Scandinavian vibes almost. And then the jam sessions, just bringing in those jams, those good music vibes.
Right. So where the tents are going to be there where you have bands.
It's going to be inside.
And then
oh, sorry.
the Nordic Jam. No, you're good. I'm just saying,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to lay things out plain and simple. I feel
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
teacher right now, where you just want to explain.
Active listening.
Nordic
Yes.
Jam means restaurants will be also
Mhm.
hosting music.
Exactly.
So even though there's one music tent, there's other music available if you would like to be indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
No,
an
that
accurate way to put
A
it?
plus, yes.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. I just want to make sure because I'm simple like that. I'm like, just let me know what's going on, all that stuff. So we have Winterfest is Friday and Saturday. Derby Park now is a silent disco, which sounds so dope. And I'm like, oh, it's on Saturday. I'm probably going to be able to go to that. Thank you for booking me on Friday. Because I feel like sometimes I'm like, I want to go to some of this stuff. But when I know I have to perform, I'm like this. Like,
Yeah.
just definitely. And then also some other things that are fun for people to know is the family quiet space too.
Yeah. So I can speak a little bit to that. So we actually were approached by Behavior Frontiers of Chelmsford, and they are an organization that works with neurodivergent children.
Okay.
And they are going to be partnering with St. Anne's Episcopal Church to offer a family quiet space. So we've been offering these at a couple of our events now, Folk Fest. It was also offered at Monster Bash and City of Lights. And this is just really a space for those who need like a place to take a moment, take a breather.
Right.
Especially like events can be really sensory heavy, and
Yes.
that can be tough for a lot of individuals. So we just want to offer like a nice space where people can take a moment to relax.
Yeah.
And in particular, we want to also highlight that this space is available to nursing parents, anybody who just needs a break from the festival, and neurodivergent. So that'll be at St. Anne's Episcopal Church. We'll have signage, and
it's basically across the street from where
Yeah.
all the noises, just walk across the street. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
I'm like, all these things are so amazing. And I'm like, where was this when I was nursing? Because I remember literally being in an airport and being like, where can I feed my child?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I appreciate that thought goes into things because it's all about being progressive. You know what I mean? And I feel like in my experience, the events that I've worked with you guys with have been like that. It's like, all right, we want the feedback from the community. What can we give back? How can we make it better and greater? And I love, and that's why I say intention is important. The intention is we want everyone to feel welcome. We want everyone to want to come.
Yeah.
And not feel like, oh my goodness, if, like you said, you have neurosensitive. Like, it's just, you have so many different elements to what's offered now than it was before. So it's very much appreciated. It's not something I need right now because my kids are basically adults. They're literally texting me as I'm here, but we won't talk about them. So as far as the additional information, what would you say? So I know one thing in this city, and I had this incident just now, parking.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
How can people be like, this is where I park? Because some streets are cut off, obviously. So, Sophia, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, so Winterfest, the main thing to focus on is Middle and Palmer Streets. They will have no parking as of 10 o'clock on Friday, February 21st.
10 a.m.
10 a.m., yes. So that's no parking. And that really allows us to transition the space into a festival area. We just want to make sure no cars are out there to make sure it's as safe as possible and that you're able to find an external location for your car. And then streets will close in the afternoon, fully blocked off, but definitely try to get your car out of the area by 10 a.m.
Right, because you're going to get towed.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. That's what's going to happen. Your car is going to be gone if you park there. And also with that, because we have the Ely parking lot, is it early? I feel like I always mess that name up.
The early garage?
Yeah, the garage.
Yeah.
So people can park there. Or no?
Yes, so the garages will be open.
Okay.
The garages will be charging the regular rate.
Okay.
But we do just really want to stress that Middle and Palmer Street, if you regularly park there, definitely find another street to park
Right.
and kind of plan ahead. So starting Friday, 10 a.m. And then the streets will reopen late Saturday night. So starting Sunday, you'll be good to park there again.
Right. You can park on Sunday, but Friday and Saturday is Winterfest parking at the
Yeah.
end. Yep. So, okay. So Saturday evening, you said 10?
So,
That if people want to park there.
so Saturday evening, late Saturday evening,
Yeah.
the streets will reopen.
Okay.
Closer to like the midnight sun.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
we know that the band's done. I remember, it's funny. I want to just share this moment. I remember, I think it was like the first time that my band performed, and you were like, because people were like, encore, encore. And I was like, I want to be invited back. Y'all are trying to get me canceled. I cannot do this. Like, they're like, yeah. And I was like, I appreciate y'all. However, I already have this. They already told me the sound ordinance. We are done at this time, and that is it. I was like, they about to get me in trouble.
And this was your first ever Winterfest, or the first time?
It was our first Winterfest with T and the Gens. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was nuts because actually it was not you that I work with now that I'm thinking about it, because I think you started on my second.
I started
or maybe my third
in 2022.
Wait, Erin, why do I feel like I am
Are
up
you
here
confusing
looking
me
crazy?
with somebody?
No, I'm not. I am not confusing you with a person. I'm definitely speaking facts, because that was a fact. Like, they were like, you guys are done at this time, and people are like in front of this stage like, no, do not do another song. And I wasn't planning on it. But I was like, I want to be invited back. I was like, y'all about to mess me up over here. We were just getting started. How is it 2022? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is my third year.
Maybe that's how much you just do. So kudos to you. I feel like I have known you for so long. That's how I feel. Truly.
I feel like we interact like constantly.
So much.
Like,
that it feels like, oh yeah, I've known you forever. And I'm like, now I'm looking like, wait, who was that was like, I'm gonna have to.
I would never dream of cutting you off.
No, well, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
The crowd was saying it, and I was like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Because I knew it's 10 o'clock is the cutoff for everything to shut it down. But I just remember, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Because we had such a great time. And the energy is so wonderful. Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's like a way to break up your winter blues.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And now we've got the Nordic jam session. So if you're like, I don't want to be outside, you don't have to be. Or if you want to be in the tent. I already know people are going to ask the beer garden. So the tents are still going to have that or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that, people, they like, that's my warmth right there.
Of course,
Let me just have a quick beer and be in the jam sessions and watch the tents. What else do you think we need about? Gosh, because I could talk all day about it.
Well, one thing I do want to reiterate is anybody who's interested in Winterfest, wants to plan their visit, go to I was about to say the URL wrong. Go to lowellwinterfest.com. So that is our event website for Winterfest. So we definitely want to be directing people there. We also have a Facebook page, Lowell Winterfest. So you can follow along there. We also, in celebration of the 25th anniversary of Winterfest this year, we've been doing this series of posts on our Facebook page called 25 Days of Winterfest. So definitely follow us, because we've been posting some really interesting throwbacks throughout, and we'll just kind of keep that going leading up to Winterfest. So
yeah. I feel like I'm probably gonna be on that, because y'all just be putting my face out there.
I mean,
if I'm being honest,
you take a great picture. Yeah. So what am I
Shout
supposed to do?
out to Henry Marte Media, because he just gets the pictures. And I will never forget last year. I was walking down Merrimack Street, and there was this big billboard. And I said, how did I make it on this? And then I came by your office, and then Peter's like, I got one for you. We got an extra. And I was like, I'm taking it. It literally is still in my house. And my kids think I'm a celebrity and cool for that. But I'm just like, it is not that same. But it just cracked me up. But like the photography and all of the artists, honestly, in general, like the pictures, when you look at them and the way that they take them and capture just those genuine moments. Because it's not like, I'm posing for a picture or whomever is on the picture. It's so like in the moment.
Yeah.
And I believe that that is wonderful. Is Henry gonna be our photographer?
We're actually,
or what are we doing?
we have a new communications coordinator for the city, and he's going to be photographing the event this year.
Okay.
So that's really exciting.
Is it the short guy? And by short, I'm joking. You already know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. So he's going to be taking some photos this year, so we're really excited to see those. And yeah, I gotta say, Henry has just really taken some excellent photos of the event over the years, and we're really grateful to have all this nice archival photos and footage from the event. So
yeah, it's been so amazing. I can say that just speaking for myself. I'm just like, it's been so fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like every year is so different because you can make a plan, but it's just such a different vibe. And as an entertainer that will be a part of it, I am so looking forward to the fact that all of us can see each other perform if we want to.
Yeah.
Because we don't have two tents, which I think is the biggest thing, because a lot of people mention what you guys said is the feedback. So I'm curious on that. Do you guys like send things out? Like, how do people provide the feedback? Are you sending that, or are they like reaching out?
So honestly, a lot of it is just things that we hear from the community. We have people oftentimes will reach out to us via social media or via like our general email address after the event to like ask questions or say like, I really loved this part of the event. So we really do take that into account and kind of look moving forward for future Winterfest, like what works, what doesn't work. And we do that for all of our events. We really try and take what we hear and, you know, move forward based on that. So.
Oh, for sure. Because I feel like I said, I think, I don't know if we're going into year 7 or whatever with the band, but every year has been very different. And not very different as in drastically different, but it's been different in terms of the way things have been set up in the structure. Obviously, it's been locations have changed because when we first started, we were at Arcan Drive or JFK Plaza, basically same thing. And then we were at the Lowell Memorial Arts Center, and last year we returned back downtown and we were in the Enterprise Bank parking lot. So this year also is going to be in the Enterprise Bank parking lot. Because I know that's a thing, you know, and it's important for people to be able to get there easy, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of really positive feedback last year about moving to more centralized location downtown, and we're really grateful for our time at the LMA. And the event has kind of evolved to want to be in that really centralized location. So we're really grateful that Enterprise Bank is able to let us use the lot and take up their parking
may not
for a
work
couple
there.
days.
I may or may not work for Enterprise Bank, but no, it's so great to be able to, especially because one thing I will say is where the location is, and it's still close to where most people remember it. So it almost feels like euphoric because people love doing things downtown. Because that's what they think about when we think of whatever festival we're having in Lowell, when we're able to be downtown, right? And even though LMA, we love them dearly, they're downtown, but they're not right here. Like we're literally 3 blocks, not even from where it is. It's just the weirdest thing that just 2 or 3 blocks make a difference for some people because they just love that feeling. So what is the process that you guys kind of like, how do you navigate where you're like, this is where it's going to be?
Yeah, I mean, that just really depends on a lot of factors. Size of the event, what's available, and our community partners like Enterprise being able to open that space up to us for the 2 days that we kind of take it over.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, we're really grateful that we're able to do it again this year.
Yeah. Love it. Sophia, what you got?
I've got I gotta say one thing I do want to highlight is the Mosaic's Little Youth Mural Competition. It's gonna be like on the fence of the Enterprise Bank parking lot.
Shout out to Mosaic Lowell.
I honestly love this competition every single year, and this year they have it out on the fence ahead of time, or they will be, and there'll be like QR codes people can scan and vote for their favorite mural. And so it's honestly just like a great way to like see all the creativity that Lowell's youth has, because there's a lot of it.
There is, and I won't lie, I'm like, I am not artistic in that way. I can draw a mean stick figure. That's pretty much the extent of my drawing capabilities. And even last year, Mosaic Lowell, they were on the podcast last year to talk about that. So do they have somewhere we can direct people if they want to, I don't know if the deadline's done for that, or...
So I do believe the deadline has passed for that.
Okay.
However, anybody wanting to find out more information, there will be signage with those murals, especially also with the QR code so people can vote for their favorite. But yeah, and the signage will say what school or what group has done the murals. So definitely a really cool way to kind of see all the different organizations in the city getting involved, and seeing kids get involved. It's always great. Yeah.
The children are the future, 100%. Shout out also Whitney Houston, because her song is in my head right now when I said that. So with the murals, right, with Mosaic Lowell, is that a range of ages? Is it like K through 12, or is it like specifically like middle school or high school?
I believe it's middle school through high school.
Okay, middle school through high school. So those will be our artists.
Yes, absolutely.
That are going to display their artwork. Oh, I love that. But we can also feature the website so people can check it out when we do the post, so people can see that. Because I think it's wonderful. Because I'm all about the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if it's the mother in me or just the Tenesha in me. Because you know Declan is going to be performing with us.
We're excited.
I was going to have him on today. And I was like, no, I can't because I'm already running late. I was going to be like, early dismissal, but I was like, work was just hectic today. But quick question. So fire sculptures. So excited about those. And I hate that I have never been able to see them because usually when we're about to perform, they're done. What is that?
So they're metal sculptures that like I don't want to say they're on fire, but they're like kind of emitting flames. Some of them have like a little bit of interaction, of course under the artist's guidance. Safety first. But yeah,
and the Lowell Fire Department.
Yes, absolutely.
Just in case something doesn't work out.
But yeah, we so we'll have some fire sculptures kind of available for photo ops and some light interaction on Palmer Street again this year. And of course we'll have the ice sculptures as well.
Right. The ice sculptures
really
as well. Well, the weather we're having, those ice sculptures are going to be wonderful.
They're going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah. Nothing to worry about.
They will not be next to the fire.
No.
And then I know we did the axe throwing. Is that a thing again this year?
So the axe throwing, unfortunately, is not returning this year.
Okay.
We're kind of moving towards this sort of silent disco and regular retro disco vibe for Derby Park. I also want to highlight that on Saturday night, we'll have a DJ doing just regular like disco for adults. So if you're wanting to kind of like do some dancing, definitely stop by Derby Park on Saturday night.
Because coincidentally, since you asked about my hat, I went to shout out to my girl at Galleria de los Andes, gave me this beautiful hat. who's right here on Merrimack, and I think she's planning on being open for it.
Oh,
She's
awesome.
dressing me for Winterfest.
That's so exciting.
And what she picked out for me has a disco vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Literally bell bottom, like,
That's
you
great.
know, like sparkly pants with the slits on the side. And I was like, ooh, I already have shoes that go with this. It's wonderful. But no, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to check that out because I'm like, I have never I've seen it where people are just rocking headphones and they're like
Yeah.
jamming and you hear zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So if you're
Yes.
looking at it, everyone looks crazy. But if you have the music, so how does that work actually?
Yeah, so we are renting, there's a company that we're working with that specializes in this, so we're renting like a headphone package from them.
Okay.
And people will be able to pick those up, and they'll be just hearing that music, and they'll return them after
So
they're done
I'm
dancing.
guessing like a Bluetooth kind of moment.
Yeah.
So the DJ is controlling the music.
Mhm.
It's a Bluetooth headphone.
Yeah.
So if I'm walking by you, I'm like, you're just rocking out,
You're just
jamming,
hanging.
like you
Yeah.
would if you had your own headphones on,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But everyone's listening to the same stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've seen it on social media, and
It's
I'm like,
really
I'm
cool.
old school. I'm sorry. I'm about to be 45, and I'm like, what is this silent disco stuff? But I'm doing disco in our set list, so I'm super excited. I'm like, all this is coming into it.
It's awesome.
I'm just like, what? This is so crazy. I love it. So, lowwinterfest.com.
Mhm.
They can follow Low Winterfest on Facebook.
Mhm.
Also, like Lowell,
Yes.
because I know that's where usually I get my messages. You guys, I'm in the thing for that. And then sponsorship.
Yeah, so I do just want to take a moment to thank some of the great sponsors that we have. We could not do Winterfest without the sponsorship and community contributions that we receive. So we just really want to take a moment and be grateful
Right.
for that. So I would like to thank Markley Group, Enterprise Bank, Eastern Salt and Mahoney Oil, Pride Star Trinity EMS, and TMI Properties in particular.
Right. For now, because there's going to be more. So with the sponsorship, which we obviously appreciate all of that, is there opportunity for if someone's watching this podcast and wants to say, hey, what can I do? Is there a specific space for them to go to, or would it be just to go on the website
Yeah.
and then reach out?
Yeah. If anybody would like to become a sponsor, they can do so by visiting the Winterfest website.
Mhm.
There's a sponsorship opportunity link there.
Love it. I love it. Is there anything else that we should chat about? Did we miss anything, ladies?
I think we just about covered it.
I
Yeah.
like to keep it cool, calm, and collected. Make sure we hit our points and get all this information out because it's such a great time, to be honest. And I know I enjoy going with my kids, and I know people love it. And then when people do attend, they still would just go on Lowell Winterfest if they want to provide feedback on their experience.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can reach out to us via social media.
Okay. On social media. So Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
Yes. Facebook, Lowell Winterfest.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Love it. Because we always want to improve and grow, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Why not?
Yeah.
We don't, who does things perfectly all the time? I know I don't. Well, I'm so grateful for you guys coming today and providing this information so everyone can know. Now, these little pamphlets, are these anywhere?
So these are available at a couple of local businesses.
Okay.
We also will have them available during the event. And we have these translated into Khmer, Portuguese, and Spanish as well. And they have a little map on the reverse. I don't know how well you can see it, but
well,
got
we'll
a little
share
map,
it. It's
so
all good. They probably can't see it.
you can kind of use that to plan your day at Winterfest.
I love it. I'm like, who is T and the Gents? Not a fan.
Oh yeah, we'll
Right.
we'll write that down for
Yeah,
next year.
write that
Yeah.
down 100%. I'm like, I don't know who they are. But this is a great, because I feel like y'all didn't have this before, right?
We just started doing it last year.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't have one. So you said local businesses will have these if people
Yes.
come in anywhere in particular, any business you want to shout out
I do know that
has them?
I do know that Lala Books has them, and we've got a couple others that we're doing outreach to drop these off at.
Right.
So definitely stop by, grab a rack card. We've also got these available at the case office at City Hall,
Okay.
and at the reception desk at City Hall. So
Wonderful. Shout out to Lala Books. We love Lala Books. Will they be at Brood Awakening by chance? Because
we'll
I
definitely
did
drop some off
yeah,
there.
I'm
Yeah.
like, Andy, he is 100% community all day, every day.
Absolutely.
I was just curious because I'm like, I know I go there all the time. And he has all the stuff. People just boom, tack it on on his board. But yeah, no, so we're very excited to perform A, and I'm happy that you ladies were able to come A, because I know we did. But if I may do a quick shout out to all the bands.
Yeah.
In case some people are just like me, like, who's going to be there? I want to shout out the fundraisers with the Z. Cousin Aunties Goes. That is a very interesting band name.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait because they're performing right before me. And I'm like, I want to see what this means because that name for a band is so wild. T and the Gents, love my gents, not shouting myself out. Squires of Soul, awesome. Work with them. The Old Rochelle, This and That, Damon Chili, Evan Goodrow, who I got to meet when we did Pumpkins and Pints?
Yes.
Was it called?
Yeah.
I got to meet him there. I'm very excited that he is on this list. Alligator Wine, Fee the Evolutionist, which is also another band. I love you guys so much. Now that I'm saying this, I'm like, I love putting people on because I'm like, I've been here. Because I told you yesterday, I was actually not up to perform. I was like, I was fine with not being invited. Remember I had this conversation with you yesterday?
I think you might have had this conversation with Peter.
No, I had it with you too. I told you, I said I did not want to. And I told you what he said to me.
Oh, right. Yes.
And he goes, no. How are you doing this? Because I'm like, there's so many great bands locally. And people already know me. And I'm like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Let's share the love. And one of the things I will say is with Fee and the Evolutionist, because Ruby, who also is a singer, I reached out to her when there was something I think I couldn't do. And they came in and they performed at, I think, Warp and Weft a few times.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, that's what I love.
Yeah,
I'm so excited when I see people's names. I'm like, I know them. I know them. And obviously our Warp and Weft owners, X-Teen and the Intense. So this is awesome. I love all of it. I love the love and just spreading out community. We all need that right now.
Absolutely.
If I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I'm saying it because that's how I roll. But thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So
Thank you.
much. Any final messages before we officially say see you later?
Come
Show
celebrate with us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Don't hibernate.
Do not hibernate.
No hibernating here.
There's lots of heat in the Winterfest. We got fire for you. We got heated tents.
Yeah.
All the things.
We got fire pits. We've got standing heaters. You will be warm at Winterfest.
You will be warm. Like, if you're not from New England, we still got you. We're going to try to keep you as warm as possible. New Englanders, you have no excuse. Fair enough,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
No,
I'm like, if it's over 15 degrees, we good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But for the non-New Englanders, we want to let them know heat is involved as far as comfort. So
Absolutely.
yes, lovely. All right, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you for
I'm
having
gonna
us.
sign off, and we gonna make sure people have all the information, the website, social media, all the things. And if you are concerned, folks, this is Sophia and Erin, so they'll be able to give you information in case I say the wrong thing. But The error is in my head and not my heart. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Tea Time. We appreciate you. We love you. We love our community. And let's just keep making something to like about Lowell. Have a wonderful day.